Welcome to the Second Punic War, fought between Carthage and Rome. Hannibal has marched over the Alps and taken control of southern Italy in the name of Carthage. This has created doubt in Rome's military abilities, and a lot of its allies are starting to look elsewhere. But not the Greek colony of Syracuse. No, King Hero II is a close ally of Rome, and cannot be swayed to the Carthaginian— he's dead. And Syracuse has joined Carthage. Well, I'm sure it's not that big a deal. In 213 BC, a Roman force led by Marcus Claudius Marcellus set off to capture Syracuse and bring all of Sicily under Roman control. This was not an easy task, as Syracuse was well fortified and had a secret weapon. Mathematician, physicist, engineer, astronomer, inventor, and bath lover, it's none other than Archimedes. Archimedes set about fortifying Syracuse, covering the city walls with catapults of his own design, as well as slits in the wall which archers can fire from. He also set about designing and constructing weapons that the world, to that point, had never seen. As Syracuse was a coastal city with a large harbour, Marcellus knew that he would have to besiege the city from both land and sea, and so the Romans started working on a few inventions of their own, the most notable of which being the Sambuca. No, not that, you alcoholic. That. A floating siege tower with grappling hooks. They also had ship-mounted ladders that could be lowered by pulleys onto the city wall. With these new machines of war, the Romans were feeling pretty good about themselves, and under the cover of darkness, attacked the city. As the ships that made it through the catapults and arrows approached the walls, Archimedes unleashed his first creation. What was that? From the darkness, a giant metal claw descended on the ships, hooking them. These claws would go on to be called the Claw of Archimedes, and used a system of levers and pulleys to deploy the claw and then raise the ship, and once it was high enough, drop it. This drop caused significant damage to the Roman fleet. As the sun began to rise, Archimedes unleashed his second weapon. Mirrors of curved bronze were used to focus and direct the sun's rays into such a concentrated beam that the Roman ships ignited and the flames drove its crews into the sea. Due to their defenses, the Romans were unable to force their way into the city, and were unable to keep a tight enough blockade to prevent the city from receiving supplies. However, the Syracusan defenders were unable to do enough damage to force the Romans to retreat, and so they entered a stalemate. Alright everybody, we've been under siege for 2 years and the Romans show no sign of retreating. I need ideas. I have an idea. Yeah, Dave. We should have a party. Dave, you're a genius. They decided to celebrate the festival of Artemis. They're doing what? Celebrating a festival, sir. Don't they know we're sieging them? I mean, are they not taking us seriously? We could just walk right in while their guard's down and sack the city. I mean, what the hell are they think? Wait a second. The Romans saw this as an opportunity to pull off one of the oldest tricks in the book. Under the cover of night and with the distraction of the festival, a small band of Roman soldiers scaled the city walls and opened the gates. The legions flooded in. Marcellus had ordered that Archimedes' life be spared, as he saw him as a valuable scientific asset. Archimedes was found by a soldier as he was studying some circles. You know, math stuff. Who are you? Do not disturb my circles. What a dick. The Romans killed Archimedes, probably by accident. His last words may have been, "Do not disturb my circles," or, "I beg of you, do not disturb this." The fall of Syracuse led to Rome gaining full control of Sicily. This denied Carthage a foothold on the island and meant that they had no way to provide support to Hannibal. With ancient sources, you always have to be a little bit skeptical, and this is no different. Archimedes' claw is generally accepted as probably being real. His death ray, on the other hand, not so much. Archimedes is widely seen as the finest mathematician and scientist from antiquity, and was an inspiration to Leonardo da Vinci, Galileo, Gauss, and even Nikola Tesla. And to this day, the Fields Medal for Outstanding Achievement in Mathematics carries his portrait.